good morning, or good evening, good night, or whatever time this might happen to find you. You know what I mean? I go by the name of Franseno Gambino, you know, if you slow don't know. And today, we talking about the music business. Big shout out to the players. You know what I mean? Big shout out to the players. I normally give a lot of game to the players, man. And I might bless the players with an offering a little later. But this morning, we talking about the music business, baby. We talking about having it in this music business. We talking about chopping it and popping it with this music business. Now this is part 3. So if you ain't seen this saga, or if you just now tuning in, I got 2 other parts. They real short, but this one I'm gonna go into depth. This one I'm gonna really dig deep into how to have it your own way in this music thing. For one, you gotta know what you're talking about. There's a knowing in being an artist. You know, you gotta know about what you're talking about when you're being an artist. Hit that like button one time, man. Hit that like button. Drop a comment, let me know where y'all checking in from. There's a knowing to being an artist, man. You gotta know what kind of artist you are. You gotta know what kind of genre you into. You know what I mean? And I don't mean nothing as simple as you sing and you do R&B. You feel what I'm saying? You rap and you a rapper. Nah, man. Like, what kind of artist are you? You feel what I'm saying? Like, are you a soul singer? You feel me? Are you a pop singer? Are you a country singer? You feel what I'm saying? If you rap, are you a trap rapper? Are you a backpack rapper? You a conscious rapper? You know what I mean? You do mumble rap. You know, you do drill music. You know what I mean? You gotta know. You gotta know. You gotta know what you are as an artist. Then you gotta know how to package yourself and sell yourself as an artist. How you gonna sell yourself if you don't know who you are as an artist? You feel me? You don't know who you are as an artist, so you don't know who your fans are. You don't know who your target audience is. You don't know how to go out there and make money and put yourself in front of the right people so they can see you. You feel me? Hey man, all y'all screenshot this right here. You feel me? Screenshot that. Go check out my Spotify. Link in the bio. You already know. Link definitely in the bio. You feel me? But yeah, man, know what kind of artist you are. Don't be a rapper. You run around here trying to make money. Like first of all, you gotta figure out if you rapping for fun or you rapping for fun. You feel what I'm saying? Like, are you doing this as a hobby or are you really trying to get this? Are you trying to make this a profession? Are you really going, you know what I'm saying, there with it? Like, are you trying to compete with the Jay-Z's, the Lil Babies, the Moneybag Yo's, the Money Mans, the Yo Gottis, you know what I mean? The Lil Durks, the everybody that's in the game. You feel what I'm saying? Or are you trying to just be an underground rapper? Are you want to be a local sensation, a regional rapper that might got some local fame in they city or they state or maybe 2 states in their area or tri-state area or the West Coast or Northern California or you known in Texas or you know what I'm saying, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can make a lot of money in your local region if you do it right. You can make a bag, bro. It's some local rappers that got more money than people who get playing on the radio 17,000 pounds a day. I guarantee it, bro. I guarantee it. Because they owning it and they doing it right. You feel what I'm saying? And they got a team and they doing it. So I'm not knocking it. You feel me? I'm not knocking it. But you gotta know what you trying to do. You feel me? So once you know what you're trying to do, and you know what kind of artist you are, then you got to start marketing yourself to your target audience. Now, who your target audience is going to be determined by what kind of artist you are and who the people are you trying to reach. If you don't know this, your target audience are the main people you trying to reach, the key people you trying to reach. You feel what I'm saying? And there's different things you can do to reach them. If you got a younger audience, there are different marketing tactics that you can do to reach a younger audience. If you have that's like teenagers, you know what I'm saying? That's preteens, adolescents. You know, if you reach a young adult, it's gonna be a different type of thing. You know what I mean? Everybody's audience is different. You know, if you got an older, more mature audience, there's a whole different thing that you got to do to reach them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you an example, just to be real swift with it. If I was trying to reach younger kids, I would be heavy on social media, because younger people are heavy on the social media, on the internet. If I was trying to reach older adults, I would be heavy on the outside. You know what I'm saying? I'll be at this event, at this festival, at this that. You know what I'm saying? Because those are people who are out and about. You feel what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, there's always spillover, so there's always going to be a younger person that's outside and going to events, and an older person that's heavy on the internet. But for the most part, you feel what I'm saying? For the most part, you know, that's the case. Also, you got to make good music. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be making no alright. No, you can't just be making that alright. You got to be making that nah. You know what I'm saying? You got to be making that fire. You got to be making something that you want to hear. You know, and when I say that fire, you don't have to be the most lyrical person in the world, because it's not always about lyrical abilities. Like right now, vibe is the thing. You know what I'm saying? You got a nice vibe, couple catchy words, couple things, couple quotables that could be statuses. You might take off. Banging beat, you might take off. You know what I mean? But you got to know what you're into. That's the whole thing. And I would suggest that you not jump from thing to thing to thing. It's good to be versatile, because the problem with a lot of artists is when they jumping from things. I mean, let me phrase that. The problem with a lot of artists on the come up, on the grind, when they finding themselves, they jumping from hot thing to hot thing to hot thing. So when the baby is hot, they making goofy songs and trying to be funny in their video. Or when Lil Baby is hot, they're trying to be thugged out and say they got 20 bricks for sale. You know what I'm saying? But by you not having a core audience, these people don't know how to take you. They don't know if you're trying to be some funny comedian dude, or if you're supposed to be a real hustler. And more often than not, people is just gonna write you off like, oh man, he a clown, he faking, you know what I mean? Like, people love to downplay, downgrade, you know what I'm saying, not to give you no credit, whether you deserve credit or not. They snatching your credit, they snatching your honor, like what's the boy King Ernest say, you know what I'm saying? People love not to give it up, you know what I mean? So don't give them no reason not to give it up. You actually got to do the opposite. You actually got to stay in their face. You actually got to stay popping. You actually got to stay dropping heat. You actually got to stay performing somewhere. You actually got to stay, you know what I mean, in that studio. You actually got to stay working that social media. You know what I mean? You actually got to stay with a team. You actually got to stay with new merch. You know what I mean? You actually got to stay fresh. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all too, you got to have your life together, man. Like some of y'all can't get your artistry together because your life ain't together. You know what I mean? Like, if you ain't got $2, how you gonna be a rapper? You know? Not to say that you can't be on the come up, you gotta be rich, but you know, this game is about affluence. Ain't too many people talking about being messed up. You know what I mean? Ain't too many people talking about, you know what I mean, just raw street, you know what I'm saying? There are artists like that, and even them, they got it, but you know, they keep it to a certain minimum. But a lot of those artists are from the past, from yesteryear, and they just been putting it down so long, and people love them so much that they just still giving it up. I don't think it's any new artist just giving it up like that.
Not just popping. And I might be wrong.
Don't get me wrong. I might be wrong. It's probably somebody that got something going, but
for the most part, bro,
people have it. You know what I'm saying? Ever since Biggie got to talking at Versace and Puff was on the speedboat, and man, and people been having it. You know what I'm saying? That standing in front of your projects, drinking a beer, is corny.
Real, like that
ain't where it's at. You know what I mean? That standing in front of the spray painted wall, and bro, unless you got a Bentley in front of that joint, unless you got a Maybach, unless you got a Ferrari, unless you know what I'm saying? And nowadays they want to know, is it your Ferrari? They don't want you in the red Ferrari. They don't want you in your homeboy Ferrari. They want you in your Ferrari. You feel me?
And I know you're thinking like, man,
I just got my career off the ground. I'm trying to get my career off the ground. How am I have a Ferrari? If half of y'all, if y'all had a Ferrari, you wouldn't really even want to rap.
So, figure out if it's in you or on you. You know what I mean? And is this something you really
trying to do? But
know who you trying to
talk to.
Know who you talking to. Like, Lil Baby is talking to hustlers. Lil Baby is talking
to hustlers, street guys. But he's not talking to the same street guys that Jay-Z is talking to. And he's definitely not talking to the same street guys that Master P was talking to. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's different levels because it's different generations. You know what I mean?
So you gotta know, like,
it's street, but it's street different. He ain't talking to the same street guys that the Locks is talking to.
That Jadakiss was talking to. You know what I mean?
But this is all street music. This is all street rap. You know what I mean?
But it's
subtle differences in it that make them different. It's like it's a difference between Future and Lil Baby. They both talking that talk. They both coming from the street. But Lil Baby is giving it to you a little more
raw, a little more southern. Future is giving it to you a little more turn and a little more club-ish. You feel what I'm saying?
He more like,
I just sold 40 bricks and
bought 400 bottles in the club. You know what I mean?
Lil Baby is like, I just ran off on a
plug and hit for 40 bricks. That's different.
It's still street, but it's
different. It's a different message. It's a different spin. It got a different twang on it, if you know what I mean. And you got to be that specific. You feel what I'm saying?
Money Man is street, but he's saying, "Oh, I ain't even got 40 bricks.
I just stole 40,000, finesse 40,000 on the black market. You feel me?
That's how he coming with it.
You feel me?
And I'm not saying that y'all should
mimic or steal any of these people's styles. I'm just trying to show you how specific you gotta be when you're talking to these people, because there are people that's really living like that. And then not only is there people that's really living like that, but there's people that's aspiring to live like that, and then there's people that's not living like that, that's faking like they living like that, unfortunately. And then there's people that's not living like that, that's not aspiring to be living like that, that's not faking and living like that, but just like how that sounds, because that's a popular thing to be doing. You know? So they just like hearing that. You know, like if you're not a street guy, but your cousin is, your brother is, your nephew is, your uncle was before he got locked up. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be like him, you might like that type of music. Or you might be infatuated with that type of lifestyle. You might can't go outside, or you might got a job, but you used to get out, or you might never got out, but you always been close, and you always had friends and peers, so you like that type of joint, and you from that atmosphere, but you ain't active. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't actively in it. You feel me?
So that's how
Sharp you gotta be. That's how focused you gotta be. That's how you gotta know what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be that focused on what you got going on right now.
so another thing, man.
You gotta know if you're gonna be a touring artist or not. Some acts is touring acts. Like they perform. They doing 100, 200 dates a year. You know what I'm saying? They doing 250 dates a year. You gotta know if you got a good show. Some artists don't really care about the show. You know what I mean? They dropping songs and they dropping joints and they streaming and they doing anything like that and they selling their merch and the shows in the background. Some artists is coming to tear the stage down and you scared people. I mean, not you, but artists actually scared to get on behind them. Like, man, if I'm on the show and this boy go on, I might as well go home.
You hear me?
Like that with it, you feel me? Also, if you want to come up, bro, you gotta get your name out there. You gotta do things like now. This is where the clownery coming in nowadays. Where the buffoonery is coming in nowadays. Where the goofy captain is coming in nowadays. Because so many people want the likes. So many people want the popularity that they doing anything for the popularity. Please don't do anything for the popularity. Please don't get yourself killed for the popularity. Please don't get yourself incarcerated for the popularity. Yeah, you popping, but you got 47 years in jail. Yeah, you popping, but
everybody in the city trying to
kill.
Yeah, you popping, but
you just got killed. You know,
and I ain't no
disrespect to nobody. I'm just trying to tell you if you really trying to get into this, that's something you gotta look out for.
You know, like one of the conversations that
I love that I had and I regret the most that I had was about an artist who was on the come up and he basically sat down and had a consultation with me and asked
me how do I make it out here or get myself out here and not end up dead. And unfortunately, he was an up and coming drill artist
and got to doing a lot of things that up and coming drill artists do and
didn't make it. That's my man. You know, that
affected me. I don't want to see that happen to none of y'all out here.
You know, you ain't gotta diss the dead or ops
or people you don't even know is just known for being ops or just popular people to diss
for recognition. Yeah, that worked for some
people, but this ain't cookie cutter. You know what I'm saying? Getting on in this is almost like making it to the NBA. There is no one way to do it.
That might have worked for the next man.
It might not work for you.
And if it do work for you, so be it.
But
don't cut yourself short just trying to do anything. Hit the like button one time
for me, man. Drop a comment, let me know where y'all from, man. You know, shout out to Franseno University. If you're not following, you know what I'm saying, you want to join the university, join Franseno University, man. We on Instagram, you know what I mean? That's the official page.
I got a secret Facebook group, but that's only for the members. But if you want to join, the
first step would be following the Instagram page. You know what I mean? And then you can go from there.
We on Clubhouse, sharing information.
We on
a lot of other platforms, man.
So if you wanna join Franseno University, the first thing would be
get on that Instagram page.
That's Instagram /Franseno_University. We got a lot of good information on that. Now that you got yourself together, you gotta have an image. You gotta know what you're gonna be about. You gotta know how you're gonna present yourself out here to people. You know what I mean? And what kind of music you make and the things that you're talking about is all about your image, how you dress. You can't be dressed like a punk rocker. You can't be dressed like Lil Uzi Vert, but talking about you from the trap. You can't be dressed like the average dude
Standing on the street corner,
but
you
you
yelling you a boss.
boss like Rick Ross. It just don't make sense. It don't mix up. It don't match. You know what I mean? And don't forget, these people is gonna downgrade you the first chance they get. These people is gonna play you out the first chance they get. The first time you say you rich and you don't appear to be rich, they gonna say, oh, he was fronting, he was faking. And to certain people, that's gonna kill your credibility. And that might not kill your credibility with everybody in the world, but you need to be credible with as many people as possible when you coming up in the music business. You know what I'm saying? We talking about ownership in the music business. You want to own your stuff. You want to own your rights. You want to own your publishing. You got to know what your publishing is. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what royalties is. You got to know what masters is. You got to know how to work these things.
And if you don't know, that's fine.
Man, but look it up, bro. Like do some research. Don't be just running around talking about I'm owning my masters, but your masters ain't working. Like you don't even know what masters is.
You know what I'm saying? Like
A lot of people just saying stuff and regurgitating stuff that they done heard other people say. Oh, you heard Kanye talk about his masters. You heard Cameron talk about masters. You heard Noriega Drink Camp talk about masters, and now you want your masters. But your masters ain't worth nothing.
And if they was worth something,
You don't know how to go sell them and maneuver them and license them and get the money out of it anyway.
you feel me? So know what you're doing out here, and if you
don't be afraid to get with some people who know what they do. You know?
like my man King
He used to say, do you want to own a percentage? No.
what he said?
He said, do you want to own
100% of the cherry.
or 50% of watermelon?
You gotta know. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta know. But get out here.
Really start making your moves, and that's gonna be how you know what's going on out here. Once you get out here and you really making your moves and you really making things happen, you know what I mean? That's how you gonna know. If you're a touring artist, you really doing dates. You know what I'm saying? You selling merch. You know what I mean?
You got a quota that you trying to make out here.
You know what I mean? You know how to
market yourself to the people. You might have a
direct to consumer relationship going on. You might got a booking agent that's booking your shows. You got a booking agent that's bad that's putting you on festivals and giving you good looks and
maybe even some things that you don't even
deserve, but he got such a good relationship with the people. He got such a good relationship with the public. He doing such a good job, man. Y'all relationship is so good.
He alley-ooping
you stuff, and you
just leveling up past people.
You know what I mean?
Also, you can't get caught on the
same merry-go-round. Like when you're a regional artist or when you're a local artist, one of the worst things you can do is get caught on the merry-go-round. That means when you done this and that and this and that, and then you come back around to the same thing again, and then you do that and the same thing. Like you can't get caught on that merry-go-round. You gotta go up. You gotta go up.
Because if you get caught
too long on that merry-go-round, you get stuck on that same level with the same people, not doing nothing, not progressing nothing.
You know what I mean? Like, it's good to be known,
but you also got to be progressing. You also got to be leveling yourself up. And the more you own your
business, the more that can happen.
The more you invest in yourself, the more that can happen. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. If you are afraid to invest in yourself, this ain't the business for you. Unless you got an investor, and then you got to listen to what the investor's talking about. You know what I mean? You gotta, I don't want to say you gotta do anything that the investor tell you, but you got to.
Whoever's spending their money is the boss. That's just the facts, man. The boss is the boss is the boss. You know what I mean? If they spending their money, they the boss. You know, now you could be a supervisor or a manager, but whoever money it is
their final say. That's why I like to have my own money. You know, but that's just me. That just fits into my personal
way I like to do things. You know what I'm saying? And just to be honest, when I started this,
I didn't have nobody to want to put no money into it. So I had to put my own money into myself. Ain't nobody else believe.
So I believe. You know what I mean? So get out here and start moving and
shaking and getting your name. Get you some Google ads. Get you some, you know what I'm saying, YouTube ads. Get you some Facebook ads. You know what I mean? Get you some flyers. Get you some posters. Get you some tangible products. Get you some CDs. Yes, people still do listen to CDs. But also get you some digital downloads. You know what I'm saying? Get you some SD cards.
some QR codes and all that. You know what I mean?
To get people to your music. You know, get you a link tree or a link tree like service. You know what I mean? Where when you drop something, you can hit the link and then it takes you to everywhere that song or that music, that body of work is being played easily, and then the listener can pick their favorite
DSP or
mode of listening.
So you got to get to this money.
You know what I mean?
That's the goal if you're trying to be
professional, is getting to this money. So
another thing that
artists often do, they get caught up in services. You know, yeah, I rap, but I shoot videos. I rap, but I'm a graphic designer. I rap, but I do whatever. You know what I mean? Now, there's nothing wrong with that, especially when you got bills to pay and you're trying to make ends meet. But you also got to remember that the music is your forefront. The music is the thing that you get known for, because often too many times you get overshadowed by the brand. You get overshadowed by whatever it is that you're doing, because you might be dropping one song a month, 2 songs a month, but
every week you coming through talking about your service. Every day you on the internet
trying to get people to buy
flyers from you. You know what I'm saying? But you only dropping songs once every 2 months or whatever. Like, you gotta make sure that
you working. Like, this is gonna take some hard work. This ain't gonna be easy. This is gonna take some hard work, man. And ownership is never easy, because now you gotta have your paperwork together. You gotta have your lawyer together. Get you an A1 lawyer. And if you can't afford an A1 lawyer, because the only reason why you didn't have an A1 lawyer is that you couldn't afford it.
You know what I mean? That's just the only
legitimate reason why to not have an A1 lawyer. You just don't got the funds. And if you don't got the funds, get you the best lawyer that you can personally afford. For real. Get you the best lawyer that you can personally afford. That's going to help you so much.
That's going to cut you through so many loopholes. Master P
is as rich as he is right now because he hired Michael Jackson's lawyer before he even had money. He found out who was doing the biggest deals in the music industry, went and got that lawyer, told him his plan, let that man look over the structure. Then he, the lawyer, showed him how to go get the money. They went and got the money. Master P got rich. The lawyer, who probably already was rich, got richer. And, you know what I'm saying, the rest is history.
The rest is No Limit, bout it, make
them say, I got the hook up, No Limit Soldier Toys, etc., 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 etc. All the way down to the rap snacks, because he's still eating. You know what I mean? And the, I don't know what it's called, but the rap noodles, the
noodle joints. You know what I mean? Get you some money, know what you want to do, know if you're going to be a hustler out here.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with moving and shaking, and nowadays, that's easier than ever, man. You can be a businessman in this thing, man. Like Jay-Z said, man, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. You understand me? I'm a businessman. Franseno is a brand, man. I'm the business. It's me, baby. It's me. You understand?
If you don't understand,
start this over from the beginning and listen again, man. And again and again and again till it clicks, man. You hear me?
Hit the like button one time, man.
Hit the subscribe one time, hit the like button one time, hit the notification bell one time, so YouTube can send this out to everybody. Matter of fact, and then you hit the share button, because I know you got a friend that's making beats. I know you got a friend that's writing songs. I know you got a friend that's rapping that's trying to make it, man. Tell them to join Franseno University, man. We pooling resources, we coming together, and we making
it happen all over the country, man. We making it happen.
Me, Franseno, man. You know what I mean? I'm an artist like you. I'm gonna come up like you. I'm gonna grind like you. I'm out there in Chicago. I'm making noise and at MIA, yo. You know what I mean? I'm making noise a few other places, man. But I'm coming, man. I'm working and I'm coming. You hear me?
Ownership in the music
Business, man. You wanna own your move, and if you can't own all your moves, own as much as your moves as you can. Don't be afraid to sign no deal. Like signing the deal ain't a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, oh, I don't want no deal. I don't want no deal. They only saying that because they heard somebody else say they don't want no deal. A deal might be good for you. A deal might be exactly what you need. You ain't got no money. You got talent. You don't know what to do. You ain't got no team. You need a deal. That's what you need. You need a deal. Now, if you got some structure, you might not need a deal, so to speak.
But without all that, you definitely need a deal.
No
ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can get one. You know what I mean? You can go get one. You can make some noise and go get one. You know, don't mean you gotta sign forever.
Don't mean you gotta sign like right away. And hopefully that definitely don't mean you signing without a lawyer. You need to take that to your lawyer and make sure everything is copacetic. You got to make sure your lawyer doesn't represent the
label as well, because that's a conflict of interest.
Like, make sure all your
stuff is together, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you all the way together when you out here trying to
make these deals and make these moves.
You know what I mean? Because big money is
big business, man. This is big business.
You know? Having it LLC, man. I'm having it.
You know? Having it my way. You know? Anyway, man. Music business, man. Like,
ownership, man. Own your name. Own your likeness. You know? Own your voice. Own your sound recording. Everything. Own it. They're not waiting for one license.
You can. You don't have to sell it.
You don't have to give away
everything that you have built up.
You know, relationships are important.
Relationships are important. And I'm not talking about the guys that's in relationships with these chicks, or the chicks that's in relationships with these dudes. I'm talking about relationships, man. I'm talking about relationships with your studio owner.
So you done bought so many hours, you might be a little
short, but he's still letting you come in there.
Or he knows that your credit is good, and he can let you record a whole day for free,
and you gonna come back with that. You ain't gonna run off and be unheard of for the next 5, 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Relationships is important, man.
Relationships are important. Relationships gonna open up the doors that money can't open for you when you ain't got the money. And then
also when you do have the money, relationships is gonna build some
bonds, is gonna connect the pieces that you might already have one piece, you know what I'm saying, but you ain't got the whole loaf yet. So yeah, relationships are amazing. For real. Definitely amazing. And yeah, make sure that you handle your business.
Make sure your group members is
handling their business. Y'all stay out of trouble. Y'all help each other out. Y'all do y'all thing. Y'all will become known for doing what you do. And then you'll be straight, man. You know what I mean? Then you'll have a little traction.
And you can start flooding, you know what I'm saying? But
while you trying to get out there, man,
you gotta test the theory, you know what I mean? You gotta test to see what works for you. You gotta know your strong points at or your weak points at. You know what I mean? Just in general.
You gotta know your strong points and your weak points so we can move up, you know what I'm saying? So we like, alright, this week, you know what I'm saying? What they talking about? Oh man, they talking about 600 a month. Oh, well, okay, well, we can go into the reserve and pull that. We gotta have it though.
You know what I mean? Or even for 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever the numerical amount really don't matter. It's more about
Who gonna do like that's an outlandish question.
like that when they do spot.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta know like how serious your stuff is, man. Like you gotta know how intricate you getting into this thing, man. Cause this game ain't for the weak hearted.
You feel me? And rap is dangerous, man. Rappers is getting killed, man. Rappers is getting killed for their jury. Rappers is getting killed for things that they said on these records. Rappers is getting indicted. Rappers is getting a lot, man. So it's a lot that comes with this job. So you gotta make sure that you really want it, and you gotta make sure that you're moving correctly.
Ownership in the music business, man. I'm doing consultations
And mentorship for anybody that might want one. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Go ahead and hit me up on Instagram.
that's Instagram/Franseno, Franseno, Franseno. That's my main page. Not to be confused with the Franseno University page. If you want to join the school, you can hit me on there as well. But it's faster just if you go through the main page because I might have some of the staff members
Working on the university page. And shit, if you got any questions,
anything specific. You know,
you got to get it together. Also, man, merch, man.
how your merch game together. You want to make some money. You want to be a touring artist. You got to have some merch. And don't just have a T-shirt with your name on it. Have something fancy. Have something fresh. Have something that people actually want to wear.
If people want to wear your merch, if
The
your
merch looks cool
and it wants to be worn, it's even better because it's outside
outside of your music. Man. I don't even care that you do music
or it says the name of the song,
but
because I like the way it feels. I like the quality of it. I like the way the hat is made,
or the way the jacket is pressed or whatever.
you know what I mean? Make sure your merch game is together. Make sure your merch game is together.
Especially if you're gonna be a tour artist.
If you're gonna hit the internet
hard, don't just be on there blasting and spamming people all day. Make sure your ad game is together. Make sure your ad revenue game is together and you're putting out ads and you're making money and you're driving traffic where you want it. And you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you're doing what you gotta do.
make sure that
You feel what I'm saying? Like, because if not, it's gonna be hard for you to blow outside that bubble that you was talking about.
you know what I mean. And you don't want
Put a ceiling on yourself. Last thing you want to do is have a ceiling over your head about a number that you think you can't reach and you probably ain't gonna reach.
and that's just horrible. You know what I mean.
That's just the last thing you want, man. Like you want to be able to bust through all ceilings, all anything, all adversity. You know what I mean?
Another thing I would suggest.
And I don't know if it's as big now as it used to be, but I think you need a home base for your music.
Right. And I like to pick a
Place that's not
home base type place
for me.
but the home base for your music is important because let's say you from the west side or the east side.
You know,
If you from the west side,
the home base for the music might be on the east side. Now you gotta have connections to that side of town, of course. Don't just take and flies it or whatever because it's always somebody who want to just
credit you and call you out on it.
But
You know, okay, if I was from the east side, like I would go where people who from that side of town was popping. You know what I'm saying? I would find out who knows certain people and befriend them. It ain't that hard to meet a lot of these people. They doing stuff all over. You gotta listen to the radio, connect to some of the
bigger DJs, they're always looking for new artists, giving them new opportunities. Sometimes some of this stuff costs money.
But don't kill me for that. I'm sorry. That's just a fact. You gotta have some money to put into this thing.
You gotta have some money before you
because it's a professional. You know, but get out here and own as much as you can, man. Get out here and work and work and work and know if you want to have a career where you just dropping music and you got so much music laid up that you like pop and you gonna be able to drop and drop and drop forever. You know what I mean? Or know if you want to be like a Jay-Z and you using your fame and the music to get you richer in the business world, and vice versa, and you bringing people along with you and you trying to push the culture forward and you know what I mean, that thing. And that's a completely different thing than trying to be having the best or the newest shiny thing. You know what I mean? That's a completely different thing. So it's like, what are you doing this for? And I told you at this point, it ain't even about none of the things that you picked or didn't pick. It's more about staying in your lane and figuring it out and just digging out the trenches in your lane. That was it. You gotta figure out your lane. You gotta figure out the trenches of your lane, man. So, another thing that you have to figure out is how you gonna get more people. How you gonna get more people to know who you are? You know, a good thing with that is mixing audiences. You know what I'm saying? A good thing with that is like finding people who make similar style music to you. You feel what I'm saying? And then performing with them, or doing a song with them, having with them, or depending on how big they is, maybe covering one of their songs or things of that nature to help you get bigger, to help you grow more as an artist. You know, and there's no one way to do this. There's a whole bunch of different ways that you can do this, but you gotta do it. In order for it to work, you gotta work it, you know what I mean? Like I said, if you need a consultation or you want to add about your specific situation, let me know. If you got a single and you trying to work your single, you need to be hollering at DJs. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be everywhere. You know what I mean? But you gotta go out and holler at the DJs. You know what I mean? Get the DJs on your side. You know, if you gotta know if your song is radio friendly. You gotta know if you got the type of joint where a DJ could play it in the club. How is it gonna sound against other records? Can I play this in a mix show? Can I play this at a strip club? Can I play this at a family function? Can I play this on college radio? Can I play this wherever? You know what I mean? There's a lot of different ways, you know what I mean, to get it out there. Who breaks records? What DJs is known for breaking records, as opposed to playing something that's already popular and popping. You know what I mean? Get with those DJs that break records and is known who pushing the new artists and they got the mix show spots. You know what I mean? Get with the DJs that's heavy in them clubs and it's heavy on the party scene and it's just heavy outside, period. Get with DJs outside of your geographic location so your music can have legs on it and it spread. You know, even deal with the mixtape DJs. A lot of people think the mixtape is dead because of the playlist and playlist basically is a new wave, but you know, it ain't over. Get with the YouTubers and the up and coming YouTubers because they always need music to put in their background, and some of the up and coming podcasters, and you know, it's always different ways to skin a cat and to make a dollar. Just make sure that you standing on your business and you got your good lawyer behind you, so can't nobody beat you. And if anybody do beat you or try to beat you or get, you know what I'm saying, anything extra out of you, that lawyer gonna come and take that and take more and take that and take that. You know what I mean? So just make sure you got all that. Make sure you own business like that. Make sure you standing on it like that. You don't be playing about this thing, because if you play, you're gonna just play money. You're gonna just play results. You can get, you know what I'm saying, play whatever. You know what I'm saying? You and your kid not play whatever. Just make sure you own it like that. Because I'm definitely on mine, you know. I'm definitely standing on my business. I'm definitely having it on mine, you know. Man, like it's a lot of things, you know what I mean? It's a lot of things. Like if you're lyrical, you know, you might wanna spit. You might wanna do a video spitting to help just go viral, because that's how music style ain't as popular as it used to be. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say that people don't like it, because it's still out there, but a certain style is worn out before you even get to it. So you wanna go in there and make sure, like, this really what we're doing. Also show appreciation, man. Even if you ain't got appreciation for them, or you ain't astonished by that person, that DJ, show appreciation. Show love, man, and get love. You want people to show you love and follow up to an event, show you that will follow up that nobody else is doing. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta make sure that all those things is happening. Luwak, you know what I mean? Big shout out to Luwak. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Devil Luciano. He's working right now. He's really working his numbers. You know, he's just in that Inglewood Fest. He was done a lot. You know what I mean? Like, he was in the Inglewood Fest today. Like, when y'all say y'all just done something, that's another thing, man. When you out here doing stuff, man, and you told us you just did something that was 6 months ago, stop it, man. You just did something that was 4 months ago, stop it, man. Like artists is out here really working, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that boy Devil Luciano. He was in that Inglewood Fest. He's just on that stage today. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's 7 o'clock in the morning right now, so technically it's a new day. He was just on that stage yesterday. You know what I mean? Like he's really working that number. He's really working his move. He's really trying to elevate to the next thing. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you on that type of time when you out here working. Don't just be playing. You know, if you can't get on the festival, hit every open mic that you can hit. You know what I'm saying? Hit every showcase that you can hit. Win every contest that you can get. Do the things that you can do, because it's like people pretend like, oh, I don't know what to do, or it's nothing. Nah, man. Just get out there in front of the people, find your audience. Find your niche. You know what I mean? Everybody got their niche. You gotta know what's yours. You know, you gotta stay motivated, man. Don't get discouraged because this thing ain't work out in 2 days. Like you wrote a song and you thought it was hot, and the homie told you it was hot, your boy told you it was hot, and some chick told you it was hot, and then you wrote the song and put it out on Tuesday, and by Friday you like forget rap because you ain't had 20,000 million views on YouTube. You know what I mean? You gotta understand your name ain't got that type of pull right now. You pushing your music. You know what I'm saying? You pushing it, but once you push it so much, you start getting a pull for it, and then the people was chasing the music that's pulling the release out there, that demanding it to come out. You know what I mean? And these people gonna put out anything that they need. You know what I mean? They gonna put out anything that they deem is can make money. You know what I mean? So get out there and really get yours. Get out there and really get out there and really have it. You know, like, I want all my people to have it. And anybody who know the music business or know the book I was talking about, or just know what they're talking about in the music business generally, yeah, just rock out with me. Just rock out with me. It's a lot coming up. It's a lot coming up. I'm trying to check my calendar right now, cause I got a lot coming up. You know, Let me see. Man, hit the like button one time.
Man, I dropped a lot of gems on this, man. Hit that like button one time for me.
Having a good stage performance. Because being on stage is one thing, but having a good stage performance is another. Make sure, I'm not gonna play that hot jump. Uh, like a lot of people talk about a certain song, but don't be the songs that be making hits.
You know what I mean? Like
Nelly Hot in here, like uh, Baby Got Back,
some mix of glot, like some type of songs that people don't
it
forget.
might have been seen
Things that's goofy are the ones that's the
most financially lucrative, man.
So don't be afraid to get a little goofy when you write. Everything ain't serious, you know what I mean? Everything gotta be shoot 'em up, bang bang. You know, at the 4 train, boom, a bang thing. Like it ain't gotta be that much.
They got to put that much sauce on it. You know, that's another thing that seems to be in right now,
Especially the female rappers. You know what I'm saying? They got that.
um, my coochie rap, my pussy rap, my this and that rap.
All they talking is about what they
Got what some dude involved them, so they definitely involved all this stuff themselves. You know what I mean? You ain't even talented enough. So, you know, like, make sure that you're serious about this thing. You know, get serious about your craft, man. Get serious. Um, don't play. Don't wait for nobody. Go out here on the grind. Get yours, man, and make sure you do what you're supposed to do. Make sure that you do what you're supposed to do. And if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing and you need some help, you know what I mean, get you some people around you, get you some homeboys around you that's serious about having it, and then go seek consultation. Go find people that know what they're doing, man. They can help you and point you in the right direction. I think that's gonna be it for this one
right here. I think that's gonna be it.
Ownership in the music business, man. Own your name, man. Own
your likeness, man. Own everything, man. Keep it 100% independent and black owned if you can. I mean, you gotta relinquish a position, a percentage, know the terms, know how to negotiate, know how to renegotiate, know what certain words mean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like what that mean? You know what I mean? Like don't be afraid to ask if you don't know, because these people, it ain't like when you hear artists complain, they ain't signed just no bad deal. They signed a good deal at the time. But as times change, that's all it is. You know what I mean? So don't be complaining. Don't be on VH1 and drink champs for my expert opinion complaining. Don't nobody want to hear that. You know, about how you used to have it and how you used to do this and I was in this bed basement and you know, like work. You know what I mean? Like work. No matter what your situation is, if you all the way on the flow, you know what I mean, know where to go. You know what I mean? Or you balling out, you gotta work, man. And you can't let people outwork you. Your work ethic gotta be something to stand on. Your work ethic gotta be something gotta mean something. You feel me? Your work ethic gotta be something, man. It's amazing out here, man. Like some people's talent ain't there, but their work ethic though, it's there, and that's what's gonna make it. And then there's other people with talent, their work ethic is horrible. It sucks, man. So man, work till the booty squirt. Get you some money, get you some talent. You know what I mean? Go out there and actually have it your way. Get some people on your team who want to see you win, or at least pretend like you do. And let's ride and let's get this money. We're going.